Alright, so today I was cleaning out my shelf and then getting one of them ready because I was fixing this plate. And what this plate is I bought a whole bunch of these little figure displays, little stands off of eBay. I ended up paying about like, I think $2 or less than, a little bit less than $2. And then free shipping from China. Um, so yeah, as you can see, it's supposed to be 144th scale robot because the easiest way I was able to find them is they were kind of labeled under Gundam model kit, like stands or bases. And you can find them in different colors, but I like clear because I have my shelf is a clear glass shelf, so it just really helps with my different layers and then getting the light through them. And so, as you know, like when you buy like Figmas or like posable figures and stuff, they typically come with like their own little stand and stuff like that. Let me see if I can get it to. There we go. They typically come with their own little stand, so they'll come with like a little arm grabber and like different little accessories, the plate, um, different little stuff. And so I bought, as you can see this plate, I bought a good amount of them off of eBay, and like the more you bought, it got a little bit cheaper. So I just went today and I hot glued this together just to give it a better stick because unfortunately, since they are from China and you're getting the cheapest thing possible, it's a bit flimsy. And so like I have like some of these that I already have done. So this is like a 3 arm. This one back here that I was using to hold it up is like a 4. Yeah, it's a 4 with a claw. Maybe I can take it out. Take it off real quick. So yeah, with a claw, if it would focus on it. So yeah. So again, unfortunately, their quality is all over the place. This is like a little side, little post with a claw, little attachment. And so because you're buying it for so cheap and it's just coming from some random, Chinese distributor, whoever's making them, there's no really good quality control. And so what I thought of doing at first was to buy one kind of as like a sample and then buy another sample from another spot. And I thought, oh yeah, I'll do that. And then that way I can compare the two samples and then buy the one that, is the best quality overall. Um, and mind you that I don't support buying like fakes or knockoffs or recasts or that stuff, but I'm alright with this because, I mean, this is just a whole bunch of little stands. Unless you get lucky and find somebody willing to sell. So right here I have my Harley Quinn Amazing Yamaguchi, but from Robotech. So this is the only one I have from them, but I really like this. I really liked Harley Quinn, and so I really wanted one. So I'll just put her in here real quick, just so you can get a feel of. Oops, this is weird. When I had her in the thing, it was holding up fine, but now it doesn't want to hold up no more. I might just have to get just the right angle and lower her. Uh-oh. Oh, it's not. Yep, it's not cooperating with me. Let me go get a screwdriver real quick. Alright, you see that I was able to fix her real quick. So, you gotta have a screwdriver nearby because the little joints do have little screws in them. You just gotta be careful not to strip it. But anyways, so here we got, Harley Quinn in a bit more of a action pose. And, she's falling down about to use her hammer. I really like the little comic effect, and that's movable on this figure. So, this is basically how I would set them up, is I would just start with by one, get that one in, and so now let me bring in my Miku. And what I like about my Miku is I have the motorcycle for her, and but the thing is, the motorcycle I have doesn't go with that figure. It's just the Miku I bought is the one I liked, and later on I bought the little motorcycle so she can get on it. And since Figma and they like to stay in the same scaling and everything for their figures, it turns out pretty nice. So it does have a little Figma peg on the bottom. And so here I got her. Let me move that for you guys. So yeah, you can see. Now you can see that, it's starting to come together a bit more. And now I got the plate and back her up a little bit. Yeah, Harley will be out of frame for a minute, but yeah, so you can see now we got a little more of an action pose. We got Miku doing a pop wheelie on her motorcycle. We got the Amazing Yamaguchi. Let me grab another one. So now here's the posts. So let me use one of the posts real quick. And so instead of using her little back peg that she has, I'll just grab her by the waist right here. Move that up a little bit more. You know, about it right there. Angle Harley a bit more. Kind of make it forced perspective just a little bit more. There we go. Sorry, got her face covered. Oh, yeah, something like that. But yeah, so anyways, so it came out pretty nice. So when I bought all of them, even though there is some sizing differences, and then with these little claws, sometimes that top little peg didn't fit, so I just used one method you could do is you could just put like a one little drop of super glue on top of the peg before you press it in, and then that will actually just make it like, you know, a tad bit thicker. But I got lazy on this one, so what I did, I just put like a little cut up little square pieces of clear tape, and I just shoved it in, and like just with that amount of friction alone, it's enough to hold it in place and then keep her held in. That's the same one that I'm using on the Diva over there. And then, you know, since I bought so many, I can do more than two. So I got like, you know, with the three, and then this bigger one back here, I got like a four to a little like grabber arm to grab Harley Quinn. Or I could have the peg and just use the peg if I don't want the little, you know, little thing to be showing. Same thing with Diva over here. Then the Miku, instead of having a two peg, I just have the one peg just to stand up the motorcycle. And let me scoot her over, get her better in frame. And so yeah, how many did I buy? 12? Yeah, there's 12 on this one, but I can fit another row in my shelf, and the shelf I'm using is the IKEA Detolf. And again, the reason why I bought it is because it's pretty cheap. They're pretty easy to find if you have one nearby, or if you really wanna save some money, you can go and buy it used. Because sometimes I've seen people sell two of them for like $40 or $60. Just don't quote me on that, but I've seen it before. So yeah, sometimes you get lucky. Sometimes, you know, you gotta go and buy it. You know. Oh yeah, here we go. And so like one of the bigger ones I had is when I got my Panzer Girls figure. It comes with the tank accessory. You know, the tank top, like top of the tank. There we go. And so because of that, I pegged it in, and then let me squeeze it in. Okay. I tilted it a little bit, squeeze it in. This one's a little bit more stiffer, so there we go. Tilt it up, and then I could add her to it with like the top of the tank just tilted just enough. Let me bring it up some more. Just be careful with the pegs, because the pegs, they can break on you. Put her right in here. Okay, yeah, something like that. Yeah, then, you know, I can go through and angle it up more, fix it up a little bit more. But just to give it a little bit more, you know, something going on. I had my my Link figure in the back, and he was like jumping up and like striking with the Skyward Sword Link. Zelda, you know, I just had her standing up, I think. So yeah, so it just gives me a lot more room just to pose them and do more action poses, and then overall like have a really cool, you know, setup. Even if Diva's face keeps getting covered. But yeah, you can always, you know, adjust and fix it. But this is just something I wanted to share with how I did this in one of the shelves. Like I said, I can add another row to it, so I could add. You can kind of do one figure per like little square, you know, like kind of make that their like zone, and then make them doing their own poses. If you feel like because the Detolfs they're fairly high, so like I would say maybe only like a third of their bodies, or less than a third, takes up that one layer shelf. But if you start like putting more figures, like if you put like Gundams in the back maybe and have them flying in the air, and then you got people jumping and attacking, then you have people in the front just kind of more static, like sitting or standing. You know, Miko's like doing a pop wheel on a motorcycle. We got Harley Quinn, she's hopping up and bashing Diva here. You can just end up with a really cool display. And that's what I did, and I really liked it. And these are pretty cheap, but I mean, once you're buying like over 10, you're still looking into it gets pretty pricey, you know. Pretty quick, because just with the 12 I was able to get them at $2 a piece, so you know, 24 $25 or so, you know. That's not too bad, because I remember I was looking at another like a real branded one, I think from Bandai, and then just I think it was 12 or 10 of them. might have been around $40 or $50. And then on top of that, I would still have to ship it from Japan because just about everything I buy, I get it directly from Japan. And you know, if you do the snail mail, it's gonna take like a month to get here, but it's cheaper, you know, and blah blah blah. Anyways, this was really cheap. Um, Works pretty dang good. There is some flaws. It's not perfect, but um, I know now it's gone up a little bit too. Because I remember when I was looking at them, they were like $2 a piece, but now they're like $3 or $4 a piece, kind of. I think, you know, stuff goes up and down all the time. But overall, I would really recommend it. Just I had a not super glue. I hot glued it all together just for the structure. And so yeah, I have more Figmas that are open. I don't know. I might do like more reviews on those, or just like I don't know, show them off or something, I guess. But yeah, that's all I got for today.